In today's nuclear power plants, complex processes are conducted under the careful supervision of both man and machine.
When the capabilities of nuclear energy began expanding, the industry ran into several challenges, upgrading their analog equipment to digital equipment. Because of the complexity in these systems, it really became very difficult for certifiers and regulators to gain a high level of confidence in the safe operation of these systems. IPRI came to VCU with this idea, is like, how do we make these automation or instrumentation and control systems less complex for the sake of assurance, so we can actually verify that a platform is doing what it's supposed to do.
What we need to look at is how to constrain these types of complexities for the positive purposes of making them more reliable, making them more safe, making them more secure, to make systems that people can trust. SymPLe is an architecture built to be understandable, verifiable, so that you can have this justifiable trust placed in it for the high integrity applications.
SymPLe is an architecture overlay that can be implemented on custom substrates as well as an FPGA or an ASIC.
Think about it as like your CPU in your computer, except without the software. You have functions totally implemented as hardware. So we can do anything that software can do, but we're doing it with electronics at the fundamental physics level.
You can do tasks that you would normally do on something like a processor without all of the variance that leads to unpredictability of what happens on a CPU software.
The way that we design SymPLe is we have a set of complexity-aware rules, meaning every decision we make, we want to make sure it lines up with more efficient and effective testing, so that essentially what we try to create is this body of evidence that this thing actually does what it does without any side effects, without any gotchas, without any surprises, because that's what you want for safety and security. Think of the number of what we call test vectors that you have to run for any particular function. You might have hundreds of test cases that you have to do to essentially verify that functionality. With complexity-aware design decisions in place, you're down into dozens of test vectors. Testing is time, time is money. So if you reduce your testing and still have the same effectiveness, it's a cost-effective solution. And it's software free. That's the secret sauce of SymPLe.